Oh, g'day guys, welcome to Arthur's videos. What have I got under the bed sheet with all the stains and, well, maybe wee pat or whatever it is? You can hear it's going away, but before we continue with the story, we need to get a yumcha into me, you know? So the old saying is, a yumcha needs to go down. So here we go. You can hear those do noises, you know? So there we go. I'm going to pour the yumcha in. There you go. There's a yumcha. Guys, cheers. Just needed that. Okay, what's under the bed sheet? You guys hearing it? You can hear a bit of sound. You can hear a bit of noise. That's what it is. A guy contacted me on YouTube. He saw one of my videos. Yeah, man, what video is it? Come on, just show us what it is. All right, this is what it is. All right, I'm pulling the bed sheet off. Okay, and what it is. Hang on, we're zooming into camera view. There it is there. What it is, it's an Aristocrat 5-card stud. All right, it's a 5-card stud. He got it, he had problems with it, and he saw my video and I said, dude, just send it to me and I'll plug it into my machine, I'll test it out for you. So he did that for me. So what he did, he sent me his I/O board. This is the memory board down the bottom. Have you ever got a look at this? This is slightly different. This is the third version I've seen, basically, you know, of this type of board. You know, you have a look at my other videos, you'll see the other I/O board slightly different. Remember the guy who had that other game and had all the battery acid around here? It's slightly different. Go and have a look at it. As I said to you, I said to the guy, I said, mate, you know, the guys who used to work on this, the old saying is, mate, they're all dead, okay, or nursing homes. So you sent me this, I did a bit of a goo-goo juice on it, I cleaned it all up for him, okay, so I'm about to ship it all out for him. It wasn't bad, this wasn't the problem, okay. So then he also sent me his back plane. This one here is his back plane. And what this is, let me flip it around, this is how it sort of looks inside the back of the machine. So that's the back plane. So what happens is, let's while I'm holding, trying to do two things at once. See this here? This is the main board. If you have a look at my other one, this sits right here. You can sort of see it's got a one slot. It goes into there. That's how it sort of sits in there with the ROM board. All right. So there, that's that one. And then there's the other I/O one. Let me dig it all up. Here's now the other I/O board. So this is the input board that goes into here like so. Basically, they're all the same. This era. So yeah, that's his back plane. So what happens is, someone's removed his hopper plug. Okay, so I will put another connector back in there because he hasn't got a hopper in his. So it's pretty simple. There's the power. That's the memory PCB. You know that PCB, it sits down the bottom that I just showed you, which is, bring it over here. Oh, here's another one. This one here. See this one here? That goes there. That's that ribbon cable here that goes there. Okay, and then you got your monitor over here. Then what is it? This other power external. This is a top antenna, whatever, amateur, whatever. Probably have some thing. That's what the back plane is. Okay, basically, this one here doesn't have a regulator. My one in this one has a regulator. So what happened was, he contacted me and he goes, "Oh," I said, "What happened?" He goes, "Oh, I'll put some 6.3 globes in my buttons because they're all the same." I said, "What a stronzo, mate! What a buckler!" So these are a T5 globes, okay? But these machines, they don't run on 6.3. He just goes, "Well, yeah, man, it looks the same." They don't run 6.3. They're actually 24 volts. They're either 12, 24, and 28 in gambling. Not 6.3. It's not because it looks the same. It fits in the hole. Doesn't matter if it fits in the hole. Doesn't matter. You know, you stick anything in a hole. It doesn't work because you're drawing it out. Well, then what happened was he sent me his power supply. And his power supply and my one are slightly different in this machine. So this is his power supply that he's pulled out. So you can sort of see over here, it's gone a bit brownish, okay? I think, I haven't powered this up for him and that, but he just found another one off eBay. Some guy scrapped one of these machines, he bought another power supply. I haven't plugged it in. That there, and the resistors above here, you can, where I'm seeing, I'm giving you the finger, is actually heated up because I think his main problem was he stuck those 6.3 globes into the buttons, and you know how it runs. It's 5 volts and 24. It must be drawing so much thing out. That's where his problem was. So again, So you can sort of see, oh, his power supply, I haven't done anything. This is how it was, how I got it. I told him I haven't plugged it in because this is where the power is. These connectors are here. That's he uses these for the lights, for the 240 for the lights. So they're basically, this is how this thing works. But the problem with this is you can sort of see how the buttons are flipping around, lighting up in the attract mode. It's wired differently to the 5-line game, but I could play it, whatever. Here, I'll put a coin in. You can sort of see it as my token. I could put it in. I could press the deal button, see how it's flashing. So it deals out the cards. These buttons are showing if I want to hold something, so or deal, draw, or whatever. But the layout's slightly different. But this is something you guys don't understand. Okay, I'm going to turn it on. This was the last. This is the last deal with. I'm going to hide the barricade. This is the last set of cards that I got dealt. Okay, basically. But this is look at how much bookkeeping it is. So that's the second last game. This is now all the. This is all the games totals I've played. So I've only put one coin in there. I've only played one game, one set of credits and all that. But it tells you how many hands, the default, dealt hands that I've held and won, basically, So the bookkeeping is unbelievable in these games. So at the moment, I got, three of a straight, whatever, dealt, basically, you know what I mean? So that's what was dealt, but I didn't hide it with the buttons, basically. So again, you can sort of see it, you could always pause it, and then you can see the number of cards. It tells you how many, what buttons have been held, how many times the buttons have been held. So yeah, you can sort of see it. 2 jokers. You can see all the payouts on there. This is how advanced these are. It even tells you spades, clubs, diamonds, and hearts. What was being dealt in there. In this type of game. So yeah, so this is the last game it was dealt basically in the bookkeeping. So we get out of it. So if I wanted to get this game going, I had to change all the, open it up. Let's open it up. What I've got to do is, let me move the camera a little bit around. Okay, back to here. Let's move it around there. What I have to do if I want to get those buttons working, I have to move these switches around here. I've got to move them. They're all 4-pin plugs. Each individual one's got a 4-pin plug. So by changing them around, I could get the cards working in this game, basically. So I haven't done anything with this game. I just plug these boards in. I'm using my original memory board down the bottom for it to work. I'm actually trying to repopulate this one here that I've got. You can sort of see. This one, I'm trying to find out the parts which is missing. I'm going to populate it. This is actually came out of Queensland. It never used to use a meter. This is the meter. Never used it. So I'm trying to get this one back up and running. I've pulled my heads out. I've screwed up a couple of times. There's supposed to be bloody 1 ohm resistors. I've put in 10 ohms. I've done a few stuff ups. I've got no frigging clue. There's nothing on there, and it's doing my head in there at the moment with this board. But I want to get it going. Now, let's zoom back over here. Let's zoom in there. As I said, I do these videos for you guys and all this shit. Now, his board, let me open it up. Hang on. Okay, this is his board, okay? So if you have a good look at it, all right, you can sort of see, I've made a copy of all his programs, okay? So that's the memory board for the cards. That there is the payout chip. If you have a look at it last time, that is for that game. You need that for this to work, basically. And then you got the prom, okay? That's a prom matching with these games as well. So you need that and that to match this game, basically. So I've copied his proms, I've copied his EPROMs, and I've copied his cards, okay, basically. So this is how this sort of, just kick the camera again. And that's like kicking the old dog. Yeah, so that's basically what this is. So I gave it a good goo clean. I cleaned it all up for him. It's pretty good. I adjusted these pots. These are the pots for the colours, because my tubes, you can sort of see it's got burn. I adjusted it up so I could see it. Then he can sort of adjust it, because I'm about to send it over to him. And what was the other one? Oh, but another guy's asked me, okay, hang on, let's get rid of that. Now back to this guy here. The volume is here. This is the volume. The stick is missing. Okay, that's the volume. So if you want to turn that up, yeah, that makes the noise if you want to do it. But the push buttons, you have a look at my other ones. Got memory, hopper resets, and all this other stuff. Back to this. So check this out. This is the third video that I've done on this particular series of the Aristocrat. Like I said, he saw me on YouTube. He heard me waffling on, "G'day guys," and all this. So he reached out for me. He spent a couple of bucks, sent it to me, and I cleaned it all up. I didn't do any work on it. I just cleaned it with the goo juice. I'm going to send it all back to him because I haven't spent any time on it. So he's helping me out with my problem with my IO board and that. But his power supply, I'm going to spend a bit of time on that. And I might have to charge him for some parts if I do it. You know, it's up to him, you know, which way I'm going to go, because he's asked me, he goes, "Oh, can you send them back?" Because he wants to get it back and going. I said, "No worries, dude, no worries." So, yep, I got it going. It wasn't as bad as that last guy's one with the battery acid. That did my head in, okay, because the corrosion working on boards is really, really shit, you know. So, as I said to you in all my other videos, reach out if you got dumb questions. I could always answer dumb questions. You know, no, dumb question can't follow with a good question, with a good answer. So yeah, so they're basically, yeah, the buttons, the lights are 24 volts in this, not bloody 6.3 and or whatever. You could also get some LED globes if you want to upgrade them to LED globe rather than the incandescent globes. They're getting harder to find. So that was it. Like the old saying in all my videos, you know, pinball machines and video games is a passion. Keep the love, you know. As I said, thanks for watching videos of mine. I always try to find out new products for this year. But yeah, that was a 5-card stud game, you know, basically, you know, because the buttons are not laying. I'm not going to sit there playing it for you guys, but you got the idea while I was talking how it was sort of moving. So yeah, so again, guys, oh, subscribe down the bottom, whatever, you know, up, man, down, sideways, whatever. All right, I'll leave it to you. Cheers, guys. Cheers.